like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and they weapons make you suckers rock. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth off LVBC. We are the underground out the job. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yeah, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
Hey man, salute everybody that's tapped in. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me, man. I got a mic check real quick. 1 2 1 2. Got a mic check, man. I saw all the messages. A lot of people hit me up, man, asking me about this Diddy stuff over the weekend, man. I had to give it a break. I had to talk about something else, man. I got tired of talking. I got Diddy'd out last week, man, because I already know we was gonna come back with it this week, hard body. So I got Diddy'd out last week. You understand what I'm saying? And so the weekend, I wasn't going to do no videos talking about Sean Diddy Combs. And that might be the way all the way throughout the rest of this trial, man. I might not even talk about it on the weekends unless it's something that's just major that I can't not talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other things that I can talk about that I want to talk about too. But when you Diddy'd out, man, it just, bro, like I said, I've always told y'all this from the beginning, and I stand on this. The man is a scumbag. He's filthy. He's guilty. He's going to prison for the rest of his life. And that's just all there is to it. My stance doesn't change. It hasn't changed. It won't change. I see a lot of people in comment sections. I seen Stephen A. Snitch had a dude on his channel, a lawyer with an effed up shape up, dude looked like he had a goddamn toupee on his head. The hell going on with him? Black dude like he had a wig on his head with an effed up sideburns. Stephen A. talking about he a big top lawyer. Well, he's over there cooking on Diddy, standing on business, and the whole comment section is free Diddy over there down with Stephen. I'm like, man, these people have lost their goddamn mind. But it is what it is. It's the way the world is going. You know what I'm saying? We live in a world full of sin. You understand? And that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People promote this type of stuff. They're cool with it. They're okay with it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but I don't have to choose to walk in that direction. I don't have to choose to accept that type of nonsense and foolishness. You understand what I'm saying? Because it gets to a limit, it gets to a point where you're just like, man, this dude right here, you understand? It's complete scum. Point blank, period. To everybody who's been showing love over the weekend, man, and y'all smash the like button. I appreciate all you guys, man. Much love to all of you guys, right? I got the donations, man. Marne Hood. Marne, my bad. Marne Hood. You sent me a $70 donation. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? In the Cash App. Jamil Jimenez. Salute to you for the donation. Gabrielle Opagu. OKPAGU. With a $100 donation in the Cash App. Salute to you. Jamal Wright. Salute to you in the Cash App. Jamal Wright, I'm going to say this to you, bro. You don't even know what you talking about. But salute to you in the Cash App. You sent 2 different Cash Apps. You have no idea what you talking about, bro. Quincy, salute to you in the Cash App with the donation. Raphael Galva, salute to you in the Cash App with the donation. Edward Bickett, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. Melissa Thaxton, you came through with a 30 spot. Edward came through with a 20 spot. Raphael came through with a 20 spot. Joshua Samuda, salute to you, $25 donation in the Cash App. Tijuana, salute to you, $20 donation in the Cash App. Charles Dance, salute to you, with a donation to the Cash App. Tara Moses, salute to you. Janet Norris, salute to you in the Cash App. Darius Robinson, salute to you in the Cash App. Nikita Armstead, salute to you in the Cash App. Vina, salute to you in the Cash App. Bruce Davis, salute to you in the Cash App. Kenny Abar, salute to you in the Cash App. My girl Peachy Brown, of course. Shay Khan came through with that $25 donation, and so did Peachy Brown in the Cash App. Valerie Sanders, $20 donation in the Cash App. Johnny Rangel came through with a $20 donation in the Cash App. And Monique, I see you, girl. You jingling with that donation to the Cash App. Salute to you. If y'all want to donate, the link pinned to the top of the chat, man. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's what it's going to be. Now, to let y'all know what's going on, man, first of all, a lot of content creators are in major trouble. Nothing's happened to them so far, but right now it has been announced that the attorney for victim number 2 has been grabbing videos on YouTube of people who have been basically doxing the name of victim number 2, and apparently they're going to be sending out paperwork in order to potentially sue a lot of these content creators. They talked about this right now before going into the judge. So the victim number 2, who's going as a Jane Doe, who everybody was told do not dox online, a lot of people didn't care. They went and did it anyways. The report is coming out of the courthouse right now that their lawyer has basically went all over social media on YouTube recording content creators' videos in order to submit this in a filing to file suits against these people for breaking the law against a federal judge's order. You don't have to believe me. That's just the truth of what's going on. You'll find out. They have a meeting about that. That's another reason why this morning is being delayed. They're having a meeting with a judge about that right now, in the courthouse. So that's another reason why court hasn't started already this morning. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, a lot of these people thought it was cool to dox the name or give hints to dox the name. They're not playing. They've went around, and shout out to the brother from Inner City Press. He is reporting as well. I seen him talking about this as well, that lawyer, from for that girl has been, victim number 2 has been going around basically grabbing these content creators on YouTube's videos who've been doxing this girl's name. Now, they're finna face some real heat about this situation because they weren't supposed to name names, and they did. A lot of them did. A lot of them didn't care. A lot of them was saying, who this person was. And when they get legal paperwork, because I told y'all already, I already know somebody who got a legal warning. I know somebody personally who got a legal warning about that situation and about putting up victim 2's identity from her lawyers. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody personally, and they took that shit down immediately. But a lot of content creators thought that shit is sweet. And so, matter of fact, I'll let you guys hear. Now, the brother Matthew from Inner City Press, he was talking about this today, and I'll let y'all hear what he had to say because he began talking about this situation. Hold on.
New York Courthouse. Today, it's Monday, June 9th, 19th day of U.S. versus Sean Combs. Still the witness known as Jane on the stand. Still direct. It'll be all day direct, apparently, and then the cross will begin. But issues have arisen, and one is forced to proceed delicately. There's a kind of a credibility gap between some reporting about Jane's identity based on questions or testimony elicited by the prosecution and others not. Is it tenable? How long will it go on? Are the instructions given, including to not in any way reflect the identity in notes, creating a chilling effect? These are issues that may well be raised, but we're going in to see first what the court and possibly Jane's counsel have to say. Jane's counsel said she was going to put in on ex parte, secretly, a hit list of influencers. We'll see. We'll have to just see. So we're going in.
Try to tell y'all this. Cats didn't want to listen. So they put together a list of all these influencers Now, people are going to be trying to delete those videos after they hear this information, but it's too late. They've already grabbed the videos. They've already got your titles. They've already know who you are, and they're finding out who these people are in order to send these people paperwork. I already told y'all that one person I know already got sent paperwork from the lawyers. I know that from a fact. I know that for a fact because the person I know came out and docked that information. It wasn't supposed to dock that information. You understand what I'm saying? And so what they did is they forced her to take it down. You know what I'm saying? Immediately hit them with that letter because they found out who that was. But they're finding out these people's personal information so they can send these people that legal paperwork. And I told you guys because it was already ordered that they wasn't supposed to, the press wasn't supposed to do that. And people thought it was sweet. So they was like, I ain't nothing gonna happen. I ain't down there at the courthouse. I'll do what I want to do. And now they've already they're speaking about that in court this morning about this list that her lawyers have gotten of all of these social media content creators and social media influencers that have came out here and did this. You understand what I'm saying? People don't understand. We ain't talking about no penny ante shit. We talking about federal court. Federal court. So it doesn't matter if they took it down. They already got it grabbed for legal purposes. So, I mean, it's going to be a real problem, man. I'm telling y'all this, bro. Because I know somebody who did it, and they instantly got a legal letter. They took that thing down quick. As soon as they got that legal letter, they took it down, but they had already found them. So I'm just trying to tell y'all this, man. You know, people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? You don't play these games, man. Jabril, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. Come through with a 50 spot this morning. Smarty Wizard, salute to you with a 20 spot this morning. You understand what I'm saying? Appreciate you in the Cash App, dog. Much love to you. Salute to everybody in the Cash App and the PayPal, man. I appreciate all y'all for tapping on in. Matter of fact, shout out to Fallen Newton. Salute to you, brother. No doubt, homie. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you supporting the channel, brother. Much love to you, my brother. Fallen Newton in that Cash App, man, showing love, man. You know what I'm saying? So that is what's going on right now. Also in news this morning, Donald Trump stumbled on some airplane steps. So that's going on as well. That's in the news as well. But salute to everybody that's tapped in. Appreciate all y'all showing love. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I mean? Hold on one second, you guys. We waiting today. Okay, so Diddy's team has filed for a motion to dismiss, or excuse me, a motion for a mistrial in this case. Case goes on. Case goes on. And today, finna drop a rock bottom today. I told y'all this. Everybody keep talking about, I don't see Rico, people playing stupid. You don't play with the man upstairs, man. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, before they all came in the courtroom, man, you know what I'm saying, they had some just, you know, prior arguments going on in the courthouse. And so you know, the judge says, look, I have the defense's motion to dismiss, but the government has said they'll respond today. I don't have anything from them yet, so we'll address it tomorrow. The government could have responded the whole weekend. Now, I want everybody to think about what I'm saying to y'all now. I believe, and I'm going to say this to everybody, you can't fall for the first play. Let me give y'all an example. I learned this going all around the world. They get you when you fall for the first play. What do I mean? Let me tell y'all what's going on. Overseas, I've went to countries that have been in battle type of situations, right? Especially over in the Middle East. Now, let me tell y'all this, right? What happened is that in some of these places would be a very, very bad situation where maybe an explosive would go off and everybody would run up to try to help whoever was involved in the aftermath. And Everybody was scurried to say, hey, let me help you, let me help you. And a lot of people was coming to help. And then you know what happened? Kaboom! Another one went off that was bigger than that. The first one was just to lure everybody else in, lure them in the trap. The second one was to do all the damage, right? I believe that you guys are going to see that Diddy's lawyers have been set up this entire case by the feds. I believe the feds have allowed Diddy's lawyers to dig in deep on certain situations. And a lot of these content creators went for the hook, line, and sinker. And I believe they're going to come back and step on their ass and make them pay for all of those comments. For example, the Brianna Bongon. Oh, it never happened. It never happened. They're lying. It's a mistrial. It never happened. And so saith the great one. She said that it had to happen on this. No, I'm sorry. Shout out to the Diddy doc. He found it too. That's not what she said in her lawsuit. In her lawsuit, she said on or about September the 26th, 2016, which does not pin her to the exact date of September the 26th, 2016. She just got a few days wrong, if that. But because of that, she gave herself leeway. See, you got to pay attention to the details. You got to pay attention to the details. So everybody is running with that. Oh, she's lying. Look at what she did. She said this. And she sat in court and said, no, I stand on what I said in my lawsuit. You know why? Because in her lawsuit, she says on or about, which gives her a few days leeway. It happened all those years ago. All those years ago. Nappy head. I said it. Nappy head fell right into the trap when she went up there badgering that girl on the stand. Trying to call her a liar. Knowing good and damn well that girl wasn't lying. Because she said in her lawsuit, on or about. That's good enough in the court of law to pack you up the way you need to be packed up. Ain't that right, Bookman? A booger. Easy work. A caveman can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, so we about to get the smoke this week. All of it. Jane Doe is back on the stand. The government says, good morning, Jane. She says, good morning. The government enters a photo in the evidence. The government said, who is this in this picture right here? She said, that's Diddy security. I'm going to tell y'all again, pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the details. Yolanda says, behave yourself regarding her hair texture. She should have behaved herself on the stand, making herself look like a daggone fool up there, arguing with a girl she know good and damn well ain't lying, especially when Westmoreland, when she been the one that been on the stand crying and all this other stuff, begging for mercy, but she lost her lawsuit. She should have got cooked. She lucky that girl didn't know about her situation, because that girl should have cooked her. Remember when she was on the stand crying, me and River, when she filed a lawsuit and she tried to sue two dudes that was in a lawsuit that ain't had nothing to do with the situation? So nappy head need to get it right, quick. That's her new nickname. Until she get a new hairstyle, she got all that money, take her ass to the salon. What the hell you got natural hair for if it's nappy? So let's keep going. How in the hell you got she got an ashy scalp sitting up here arguing with this girl? So the government says they lift up a different photo as they enter this photo in the evidence, and the government says, "Who is this?" And the Jane Doe says, "That's Diddy's deputy butler." The government says, "Who did you call ATL?" She says, "The entertainer Sly. That's the sex worker because he lives in Atlanta." And I want to tell y'all something today. I have something I'm finna tell y'all today that's going on. To everybody that's listening to what I'm saying, the feds don't need RICO and the feds don't need sex trafficking to give Diddy 20 years in prison. Diddy can get 20 years in prison off the solicitation of prostitution alone. They've got him dead to rights on those 2 charges. What do you mean, Ticket? Each of those charges go up to 10 years. If the judge feels like, damn, the jury got it wrong on those other charges, all the judge got to do is give Diddy 10 years each for each one of those counts and then make him do it consecutively, meaning back to back. It's 20 years. That's what the judge could do. That means Diddy's 56, fed time, be out of prison when he's 75. I don't think people really understand this. Pay attention to the details, baby. Right? So the government says, your message to Diddy, what is it about? Jane Doe says, it's about my trip to New York in 2023. He wrote, send me some ish about you being bad, or send me something of you being bad. And let me say this to everybody that's watching this video, because y'all know I pay attention to the details. Y'all know I do. You know I do. You know I pay attention to the details, right? But I want y'all to see this. This was entered in evidence last week by Jane Doe, victim number 2. Victim number 2 says, and this was entered in the evidence, a text message. And this is what I told y'all. They're going to find Diddy as guilty. Because regardless of what you think about victim 2, even though we all know that victim 2 sold her soul. We know that. We know she sold her soul. That's not a question. But victim number 2 got Diddy dead to rights. Because victim number 2 wrote, and I quote, and this is in a text message that was put in the evidence that nobody talked about. Ever since I opened Pandora's box, I've never been able to close it. I'm so much more than being loved in the dark and hotel rooms, doing things that make me feel disgusted. I don't want to play this role in your life anymore. It's dark, sleazy. It makes me feel disgusted with myself. I don't want to feel obligated to perform these nights with you and the fear of losing the roof over my head. That text message that was entered in the evidence, game over. And Diddy responded to her. Game over. See, I told you guys this. That text message from then, think about this. So everybody's going to say, oh, well, she tried to set him up. How did she set him up if she never knew they were going to get caught? This was from years ago. These are her genuine feelings. See, you have to be on my level mentally. You have to be on my level mentally. She never thought she was going to get caught. She wrote this then, not now. Those were her real thoughts. The one thing I've learned from this trial, these women sold they soul, but they really love being with Diddy. Read the second part of that paragraph. I don't want to play this role in your life anymore. It's dark, sleazy, and makes me feel disgusted with myself. I don't want to feel obligated to perform these nights with you in fear of losing a roof over my head. Diddy did it to himself. And he responded to it like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit, come on. Hey, get to it. That has been entered into evidence, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think these people on YouTube know this. They're not watching the actual case and what's being entered into evidence. That text message, that's why they want a mistrial. Because they know that this witness right here is going to close the casket. This victim, I should say. And it's only victim number 2. They still got victim number 4. The government then Diddy says, I got the phones. Just send me what I don't have. Don't say no to me, please. You know what that means? Diddy said that to her. Diddy said to her, don't say no to me, please. The government says, what did you write? I wrote, you're traveling with our phones. The government says, you mean not Diddy's 2 main phones? She says, yes, his assistants had access to those. The Jane Doe wrote, I wrote, you're using this to get your DICK hard for somebody else. The government says, and he said, you. And what did you say? So she told Diddy, man, you using these tricks to get your, you know what I'm saying, beefcake hard for somebody else, man. And Diddy responded to her. They're reading the text message right here in court. Diddy responded to her and was like, yeah, you, it's for you, it's for you. Right? She says, I wrote, I'm not coming to New York. You just want me to be there for a hotel binge. Diddy's done. The government says, why did you say that? She said, I saw a podcast. I told y'all, they got these people saying no to this nigga on the record. They had Cassie telling that nigga she didn't want to do it on text messages at times. He's done. These niggas don't listen. You got to pay attention to the details, nigga. And when they go to court and deliberation and they see that if you break the law, you can follow the law a million times in life. You break the, I know people that's in prison for the rest of their life because they broke the law one time. They may have been going, and it don't matter that you did all that good stuff. You break the law one time, they put your ass in jail. Put you in prison, nigga. And that's the part y'all don't understand. So when they say force, fraud, or coercion, here's where the fraud comes in. Okay, baby girl, come on over here. Let's go on vacation. I don't want to do no freak off, Diddy. Nah, it ain't going to be no freak off. It's just going to be me and you, baby, one-on-one. I love you. Then you show up and it's a freak off. That's fraud. That's luring her by fraud. What's the coercion ticket? Here's the coercion. All right, baby girl. You know, hey, you know, paying that rent. You don't come over here and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're going to be out there on that street. That's coercing a woman to do this stuff, right? By using that stuff over her head. What's force? Beating their ass. Trying to stop them physically from leaving, like we saw with Cassie in the hotel when she was leaving the freak off. He's done, nigga. Anybody put me on any of these shows, I'm stir frying all these niggas. This is too easy. These niggas making it hard, running around here, acting like Ray Charles, acting like they don't see this shit. I don't see no Rico. I don't see no Rico. I don't see no Rico. Yeah, nigga, because you're blind, nigga. Period. You probably can't even see yo straight like that. Shout out to Charles and the Cash App donation. Salute to you, brother. He come through with a $40 donation this morning. I appreciate it, dog. You already know what we doing. We stand on business over here. I ain't got no reason up here and lie. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up. So the government says, right, after she said she saw a podcast, right? The government said, about what? She said, I saw a podcast about Diddy bragging about having sex for 48 hours straight on a yacht trip to an island near Miami. This nigga Diddy did it to himself. And how much I want to bet the feds play that podcast in court? These podcasts have been destroying these people because they go snitch on themselves and they tell on all they shit in these podcasts. And then when it comes back to a situation like this, it bites them in they ass. So the government says, when was this podcast? When did it air? She says, a month after Sean said he'd take me on that yacht trip. Game over. Pay attention to the details. The government says, what did Diddy say he'd do with you on this yacht trip? Diddy's lawyers, objection, says Diddy's lawyers. The judge says, I said, sit your nappy head ass down. Overruled. The judge ain't say all that. He just said overruled. The Jane Doe says, he said that after a 2-day hotel night, we'd go and do more on the yacht. But we never left. Had to recuperate. I saw on social media he took a girlfriend there. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Did it to himself. Did it to himself, man. This man did it to himself. Right? Did it to himself. Wow, bro. Wow. I wonder what girlfriend she's seen him with. The government says, what did you write in your note application? Now remember, when you write this in your notes give you a date and a time when you wrote this. So that date cannot be refuted from when she wrote these notes. Because when you log in notes, your notes log in your date and your time that you wrote those notes. She said, I wrote, I don't want to come to New York and be treated like a hoe. Now, this is strange because she had already been treated like a hoe. But she probably thought, I'm Diddy's hoe. What do you mean, Ticket? She probably thought, I'm doing this to make Diddy happy so that Diddy will take care of me and love me the way I love Diddy, itty bitty Diddy. But when she found out that Diddy would never love her, in my opinion, and she saw how open Diddy was with other chicks, because remember, she said Diddy had other chicks, I believe she felt devastated about herself and felt like she was nothing and felt like she had gotten played and used and maybe a bigger scheme. And I believe that is what happened. The government says, why did you write this in your note application? She says, I wasn't sure I was going to send it to Diddy. The government says, but did you send a version of it? She says, yes, I did. Game over. Game over. And how much you want to bet? She sends that message in the evidence that she sent that nigga in the court today. Game over. Game over. Once a woman tells you no, don't matter how much tricking and hoeing she may have ever did, once she tells you no, we going back to BET Rap City, ladies and gentlemen. Straight like that. Straight like that. Shout out to the brother Jermaine in the Cash App with the donation. She said Diddy's a goddamn fool. Yeah, man. Bro, listen. I don't understand how people don't understand this. The government says, what was Diddy's reply? She said, Diddy said, it was just podcast talk. I said you took her to the Bahamas on a yacht, not me, like you promised after the hotel night. Fraud! Told y'all. That's right under the RICO. Sex trafficking charge. Sex trafficking has to be by force, by fraud, or by coercion. So if Diddy promised her to go on a yacht after she did that hotel night and didn't take her after she did the hotel night, that's fraud, and they got that nigga dead to rights. Told you. And by the way, this is evidence is being entered into court as we speak. But y'all niggas don't want to listen to me. I got common sense, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of common sense. You feel me? Pay attention to the details, nigga. Straight like that. Right? So, the government says, can you read to the courtroom out loud in front of the world? Can you read that text message? Jane Doe says, I quoted him on the podcast, quote unquote, you made Papa proud. The government says you wrote, and this is what she wrote in the message, y'all, that's being read in front of the whole courtroom that's being entered into evidence right now. I don't want to feel obligated that you will stop paying my rent. What did you mean? Question mark. Jane Doe says, the guilty, trippy things he would say that I had to perform. The government says, for how long had you felt that? She says, since I had gotten the home in April of 2023. Game, set, match. Didn't I tell y'all they were coming with undeniable evidence against this nigga today? I can't deny it. I'm the same OG. See, you can get mad at Ticket for telling the truth, but that only exposes you for the walking shit stain you are. Because all I did was tell the truth. I ain't lie, I ain't cap. I told y'all exactly what's gonna happen. When you're doing this stuff 10 to 15 years ago, and you don't know that this is all gonna come back and get you later on in life, and then it does. He can't get around those text messages that have been entered into court. And again, this woman, she sold her soul. But two things can be true. She sold her soul, and she was lied to and tricked by Diddy. And I'm not going to tell y'all right now what I really think happened with this individual person, because for legal purposes, I can't say that. I can't say that part. But I will tell you this. I believe that victim number 2 knows she got played. And I believe victim number 2 thinks that this is deeper than just her. This shit was personal. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Diddy never loved that girl. And Diddy was never going to do nothing serious with that girl. Period. I hope y'all understand that. Right? I want y'all to understand that. Pay attention to the details. So, it goes on. Right? Listen. I don't think people are really thinking about what's going on. I don't think a lot of people think or understand what just happened. A lot of people just went right over their head. Right over their head, man. It's sad, but it's true. Don't get mad at me because I'm real. And like, share, subscribe. Salute to everybody that's tapped in, man. Shout out to Maria in the Cash App, the donation. Salute to you, my sister. I love you. Much love to you. You already know what it is. Same thing to you. You feel me? You know my brain be functioning and thinking at an all-time level. My brain be functioning and thinking at an all-time actual level. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, you guys. You got to pay attention to the detail. Right? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, right? Let's keep going. Dog. Man, they showing that stuff in court, man. Man, Diddy messed up, man. This girl got it right there on paperwork, man. Crazy. They have voice messages, y'all. More messages they're playing in court right now. The government says, play this exhibit to the courtroom. Diddy says this to the courtroom in a message. This is a true open relationship. Why do you have to make it a problem? Now I'm sick. The government says, how did you reply to this voice message? She says, I said, call me back, and we had a FaceTime. He said all the things to calm me down. Right? Listen now. It's about to get real juicy today. She gonna be on the stand all day and all tomorrow, and probably the day after that too. She gonna be on the stand for 5 days straight. She's already been on the stand for like what, a day and a half? Imagine all the cooking y'all gonna get today from this. Lord. Let me see something, you guys. And I appreciate everybody for tapping on that. Y'all know what it is. Salute to all of y'all. Oh, they slow walking this thing, y'all. They slow walking this thing. Right? Just so everybody get an idea of what's going on. Yeah. Hey, give me a I want a veggie omelet this morning. Yeah, a veggie omelet. And some give me some give me a veggie omelet. Nah, my bad. Give me a steak omelet. Give me a steak omelet with give me a steak omelet with some potatoes. Yeah, give me a steak omelet with some potatoes and some orange juice. I appreciate it. All right, thanks. All right, you guys, my bad. Let me see. Let me see something, you guys. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, you guys. One second. So yeah, man, that is what's going on, you guys, in the courtroom right now. You know, it's real right now in that courthouse, and I'm just letting y'all know what's up. See something? What the freak? Yeah. Most definitely. With lots of pulp. No, I want lots of pulp in the orange juice. That one with they got a lot of the pulp in it. Yeah. All right. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right. All right, you guys. So I'm back. My bad. Um. So the government says, "What did you send Diddy from the plane to New York?" Now she says that she sent a photo of her outfit. Right. The government says, "Where were you planning to wear it?" She says she was planning to wear it for dinner. Somebody said meat's too heavy for early morning for your system. Shoot, I don't know what you think about. You must not be you must not never went to IHOP. Man, IHOP got some of the best goddamn steak omelets known to mankind. I be putting the salsa on that joint, and I be putting the goddamn whipped cream. I mean, excuse me, the sour cream on the omelets. Them Jones be banging. Anybody ever had them IHOP omelets? Oh my God. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you right now, bruh. The IHOP omelets, there ain't no contesting them Jones. I don't know what you talking about. The IHOP omelets, bruh. I be trying to get Shorty to simulate that. Yo, you make that joint like that, man. So the government says, what did Diddy send you? She says, Diddy said, we're going to dinner. The government says, did you? She says, a late night lounge thing is what she said, right? The government says, I'll read this for you. You wrote, I miss hard beefcakes, right? She says, and I wrote, yes, I have my passport with me. The government says, then what did you write? She said, I wrote, you turn me on so crazy, I can't wait. The government says, after the flight took off, she says, I got a message from Sean. The government says, what did Diddy ask you? She said, where Sly was. Then he asked, entertainment or movie night? Let me know. I'll get a hotel. The government said, how did you react to that? She said, I felt upset and a little defeated. The government says, what did you send next? She said, the next message I sent was, baby, just got Wi-Fi again. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. I know these people ain't out here working. So the government said, well, what did Diddy write? She said, Diddy said, check red phone. The other message he sent me, he said, I have a surprise for you. Just one. The government says, what did you take it to mean? She said, there'll be somebody new. Started crying. The government said, who? She said, an entertainer. I hated it. So she said she wanted Diddy's hard itty bitty Diddy. And that basically she was tired of this nigga bringing all these other entertainers and people in. When she wanted him, she wanted that nigga. Ma'am, you should know Diddy did not want you. He had other chicks. Now I understand she felt nasty because she kept allowing him or allowing her, or not allowing her, requesting her to get trains ran on her. Listen, bro, that's, you know, bro, she did herself dirty in ways that you cannot undo, man. I don't care how much you love that man. You understand what I'm saying? The fact that you did that, you can never come back from the way you sold your soul. That's why I try to tell y'all, these people sold their soul. Now, Diddy He lied to him, and he used fraud to get him to get in there with some of these situations. But these women sold they soul, man. This woman was trying to keep her house above her head, and did he use that above her, man? Sold her soul, man. Period, bro. And it just go to show y'all, it don't matter how beautiful any of these women look, man. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. Sometimes it be them ones that y'all think so beautiful that stuck up. They be the nastiest ones out here. And y'all seeing that right now, that nastiest one. I'm talking about, bro, this junk, so nasty. The government says, what did Diddy send you? She said, a picture of the man. I rolled my eyes and I wrote back, it's not loading. We're landing now. And she says, what did Diddy send you? She says, I suggested we go to Casa Cipriani, but I was driven to the Trump Hotel. She says, I put on my outfit. Lord have mercy, man. Boy, these train jumps. Man. Y'all know what I'm starting to realize about Diddy? I think Diddy was a dude that was insecure in his ability to get the job done in bed. I think that Diddy probably knew he had an itty bitty Diddy and couldn't really do the job. So I think that's why Diddy wanted these guys to come around with the biggest beefcakes known to mankind, so he could fulfill his fantasy by watching a dude do something that he couldn't do physically. You know what I'm saying? I think Diddy got off on that. Like, he physically couldn't, you know, how should I say it in a respectful way? He physically couldn't pipe girl out like he wanted to. Like, he couldn't be dominant like he wanted to in the bed. So the fact that he couldn't be dominant like he wanted to in the bed, he got other dudes to come in there and do it for him while he was, you know, choking his chicken and running around in the room telling him what to do to it. That's why he was doing that. I don't think Diddy had no confidence in himself. Because when that girl put that in that lawsuit, I was like, oh, I thought about that. Like, what? She called a nigga itty bitty Diddy and said the nigga had the size of a Tootsie Roll. So he probably felt like he wasn't doing no damage. Like, whenever he, you know, had sex with his girl. So I think that he probably, you know what I'm saying? You know, at this point, I feel like what Diddy did was, you know, he went to backup mode. And that is, if you can't get the job done yourself, you go get somebody who can get the job done. That's why I think, because she said Diddy was so excited when dudes had big Johnsons. Why would you be excited about another dude that got a big Johnson? You know what I'm saying? Why would you be excited about that if you unless you don't got a big Johnson and you want to see your girls get dead like that to fulfill your fantasies as well. See what I'm saying? That's just some nasty, evil, sadistic type of stuff, man. I can't never get behind no cat like that, bro. I mean, they said this man was rubbing the juices on himself, y'all. She said they would go in the other room after the dude would like alleviate himself on her. So basically the dude would squeeze on her, right? Right? Basically the dude would squeeze on her, you know, squeeze, right? She would go in the room with Diddy with the squeeze all over, right? With the juices all over, jump on top of Diddy, let Diddy get his off, and then rub the two juices together in a lather. She said Diddy would rub it all over his body and then lick it. That's just some nasty ass. Bro, I'm just trying to tell y'all this, man. This is the type of dude that society is getting behind. Bro, I was never cut from that type of cloth, my nigga. Straight up, bro. Never. Never. The government says, what happened that night? She said he was late. We went to that lounge. We bickered a bit. He was defensive. But he went to the room and Sly came. The government said, what did you text Sly? She said, I asked if he could come to New York. I felt I needed to make it up to Diddy. Man, these girls both was the same way. Her and Cassie both felt like, damn, they treated Diddy like this nigga was God. Like, oh, I messed up. I gotta treat Diddy. I gotta make this up to Diddy. I made him mad. Man, bro. Diddy had these jumps, man. Bro. Diddy had these janks feeling like they owe him everything. Yeah, that's what he said in court. Y'all only getting the version that's being put on the internet. In the court, it's the full version. In the court, they saying that the dude would bust all over the girl. She would not clean it up. She'd go into the other room, jump on top of Diddy, make Diddy squeeze, and once Diddy squeezed, Diddy would take the juices from the dude put on her, put it and combine it with his juices and rub it all over his body and then lick it. They said that in court. Y'all didn't hear that? They said that in court. So more than less, Diddy, and the other way what I was saying, Diddy was swallowing other dudes' juices. This ain't nothing new. Kirk Burroughs said that Diddy would make him give him head. And he would give Diddy top, or Diddy would give him top. Come on, bro. Y'all act like this is this. Bro, this nigga nasty, man. Right? Yeah, I'm just being honest with y'all, but people want to get behind Diddy. That's on them. Can't do it, man. I can't get behind no nigga like that, man. Nigga nasty ass. I ain't never heard no that. That shit is disgusting. You know what I mean? I don't move like that. I can never relate to that because I don't move like that. When you don't move like that, you can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to understand that. Like that's the most important. All right, you guys. So, right? Crazy work, man. Right? And what people don't understand is that she's told him that she didn't want to do those things. But when Diddy puts that type of pressure, that's what happens. Right? So that's what's going on, y'all. Right? And boy, they was doing this all in the Trump Hotel, man. That's crazy. Think about they doing all this in the Trump Hotel, man. Damn. So the government says, did Diddy come to the Trump Hotel? And did you and him have sex in front of Sean meaning Sly. She said yes. The government says, after that New York trip, where did you see Diddy? She says, in Miami at a hotel. The government says, did you take these pictures? And they show pictures to the gallery. She said yes. Hold on one second, y'all. Mm-hmm. Alexandria, salute you in the Cash App. With donation, I appreciate you. Much love to you. Much love to you. Lisa Salters is gay? I ain't even know that. Dog. And she dating somebody in the WNBA? A head coach? Dog. Wow. Well, I'll be damned. Damn, boy, it's going down in them circles, boy. So Jane says, we had Sly in Miami as well. Then I went back to LA. We had an argument there. The government said, tell us why. She says, he wanted us to set up a party. He wanted me to reach out to entertainers. I noticed something online that he was with an ex-girlfriend of his. I was furious. The government says, did you ever speak with any of these other women? She says, no. I found out on Instagram. The government says, these text messages, October the 15th, 2023. Please read what you wrote. She said, I text, you got the girl next to you. Her bullshit is already starting. The government said, what do you mean? She says, drama. Man, they got these girls delusional out of their mind. Crazy work. Crazy work. Girls delusional out of their mind. Over itty bitty ditty. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Oh, man, bro. Man, bro, I had to stretch out, man. Bro. Oh, God. I suggest everybody stretch every morning, every day. Stretch. Oh, man, I know it's underrated. Hold on one second, y'all. Hey, it's ready? about that system over there. That whole system was messed up, so they had to clean it out. All right. My bad, you guys. Salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate all of y'all for tapping on in. Y'all know what it is. Let me see. Let's see where we at with it. So the government says, what does that mean? She said it meant drama. She said, I told Sean, introduce her to P. She said, who? The government said, who? She said, Paul, one of the entertainers. Then I wrote, I am not a porn star. These experiences are desensitizing sex for me. The government says in here on October the 16th, 2023, the same flight. Please read these. So she's telling Diddy that what he's doing to her is damaging her, right? She's telling Diddy, she's like, yo, you desensitizing me to sex. Word. I don't understand how Diddy did this for all these years and wasn't desensitized to sex. That nigga's a mega, super nasty freak to levels unheard of, nigga. He put all these people to shame. I mean, damn, dog. Shout out to Leslie in the Cash App with the donation. She said Diddy's a disgusting individual, bro. This man is absolutely sickening. I'm talking about nasty, disgusting. So they showing the message. It is forcing her. You guys got to understand, it's not by force. Listen. Caitlin says it's not by force. You're not listening. Sex trafficking can be by three things, ma'am. This is what you don't understand. It doesn't have to be by all three, just one of the three. One of them is force. So it doesn't have to be force. One of them is fraud, and one of them is coercion. Know your role and shut your mouth. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut your mouth. You sound like these other weirdos that's running around here that don't know what the hell they talking about. He didn't force her. Force is only one of the options in sex trafficking. The other two are fraud and coercion. Ma'am, learn the law. So, you're not listening. You keep asking about force. I'm not talking about force. I said force is one of the three components of sex trafficking. It doesn't have to be force. It has to either be force, fraud, or coercion. One of the three. Force is what you seen with Cassie when she's trying to lead a freak off, and the nigga go hit and grab her. Fraud is, hey, baby, come on over here tonight. We're going to make love tonight. It's going to be me and you get over there, and it's a freak off. That's fraud. Coercion is basically, okay, I'm using the rent over your head for you to keep doing these freak offs, and if you stop, I ain't paying your rent no more. Duh! What the hell is wrong with these people? Has to be one of the three. That's it. Well, I swear to God, these people on this earth stuck on stupid. Anyways, she said that she was being desensitized to sex. She said, I ain't no porn star. She wrote this in a message to Diddy. I'm not no porn star. These experiences are desensitizing sex for me. She wrote this in the message. She says, in here, the government says on October the 16th, 2023, the same flight, she says, please read these text messages. She says, I wrote, I don't want to be fucked in these rooms. I felt there was more pressure on me than the others. There was an imbalance. I had to learn basic things for my romance. Love and romance, he was giving it to others. He clearly was capable of that. That's what's gonna destroy Diddy right there. Because they got Diddy all over the internet showing love and all this other stuff to all these other chicks. Just going out, taking them on shopping sprees, spending all this other stuff. He wasn't doing that with her. These girls got jealous, man. They're like, oh no, oh hell no. You loving her, but you using me as some sex freak off toy? And she told him she didn't want to do it, and he kept pushing to do it. Game over. That's the part y'all gotta understand. I think people's comprehension skills are on zero. That's what I think. You understand what I'm saying? Go along, get along. Go along, get along. Right? Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it. Salute everybody tapped in. Bro, that's sad. People ain't got no brains, man. It's sad, bro. It really is. It's like people burnt out for real, man. It's like they brains is burnt out for real, bro. That's the world we live in, man. We live in a burnt out society, man. Very sad. Very sad. Shout out to my girl Jessica in the Cash App with the donation. She said, how many times the ticket got to break it down? That's a fact. How many times? That's the craziest part about it all. Man, dog. All right, you guys. So, um, she said she wrote to Diddy, and they're reading the text messages in front of the courtroom. She says, I wrote to Diddy. It's been 3 years of me having to fuck strangers. He wrote, so we're breaking up? The government says, is this what you were proposing? She says, no, I wrote, I need a break spiritually. So she wrote to Diddy, I need a break spiritually, started crying. The government says, what did you write next? She wrote to Diddy, sex is scared to me. Sex is sacred to me, excuse me. She wrote to Diddy, sex is sacred to me. Oh, shit. The way you was letting dudes got that going. Man, bro. And I'm going to tell you something. Boy. Man, dog. Just imagine how many more women are doing this type of stuff we ain't even heard about in the industry, man. Y'all know it ain't just Diddy. Nasty stuff, man. She went on to say, and this was text messages she's reading in the court. Diddy's toast. I wrote, you always push me to do more and more. I said, I need time to myself. I said, Diddy's lawyer says, hey, can we get a sidebar? The judge says, yeah. It's crazy work, man. He's out of here, bro. He's out of here. They proving the sex trafficking right here. The sex trafficking is being proved right here. Easy. Because this is text message. That's evidence of how she felt at that time. Diddy can't get around that. He's not going to be able to get around that. Watch what I tell y'all. Your text messages always do you in. No. Her testimony only verifies and validates Cassie's. No. That's all it does. Yeah. And what this proves is, let me say this to everybody listening, because a lot of y'all, this gonna go past your head what I'm gonna say. What this proves is, let me say it again, you guys. This proves that it was about more than money with her. Because if it was just about the money, she would have had sex with Diddy, did whatever he wanted to do, and kept it pushing. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Real hoes, let me say this again now. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. I don't want y'all to take out of context what I'm saying. Real hoes, real prostitutes, real smuts, they don't have no feelings about that shit. They gonna go get their cheese and get the hell out. They on game. But people like these, when they start having feelings, she really loved and wanted to be with Diddy. She wanted Diddy to be happy. See, this is the part that's gonna go past niggas that ain't got no brains. See, if she just, everybody gonna say she just wanted money. If she just wanted money, she wouldn't be screaming about personal shit. These hoes really love this nigga Diddy. And I say hoe because they was acting like hoes. But they really love Diddy. If it was just about the money and she knew it. If it was just about the money and she knew it was just about the money, she wouldn't have no feelings for that shit. Because it's chicks that's out here that just getting to the money, they ain't worried about no feelings, nigga. They doing what they gotta do. I'm getting to the bread, nigga. Ain't no feelings involved. There it go right there. I just showed y'all. This is easy work. That's why he's going to prison for sex trafficking for life. I told you guys this. Diddy dumbass could have went and got, let me say this to y'all. Diddy could have went and got chicks who was down for that. He didn't want to do that. You know how many chicks that are down for, they don't even care about having no personal love relationship with Diddy. You gonna pay my rent, you do this, I do any freaky thing you want, is some of these chicks gonna say. That's the part y'all gotta understand. This shit is easy work. All you gotta do is have a brain. And now I see why a lot of people in our world is dumbed down as it is. Because a lot of these people don't have no brains. She did it for money. If she did it for money, why she keep talking to the nigga about love and want to spend quality time with him? No. She really was into that nigga and wanted to have a personal relationship with this nigga. It wasn't just about the money. She really liked that nigga. Her and Cassie. Because if it was just about the money, they would just play their role. Like a lot of chicks do. A lot of chicks just play their role. They ain't gonna say nothing. All right, when you need me to come show up, all right, cool, I'll be there. There ain't no personal feelings involved. Let's get it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to disagree. What I'm saying is true. You don't have to disagree. All right? All right? I'm telling y'all this. All right? People don't got no brains. People don't have no brains. She gained feelings for this nigga the same way as Cassie and really wanted to be with Diddy. She really wanted to be with itty bitty Diddy. Think about that. Think about that. Right? I'm just kicking y'all what the real is. Whether you like it or not. See, I'm gonna tell you something. The one thing about them real hoes that's really out there working, they don't put no feelings into it. It's a job to them. The only thing they care about is their money. That's it. Long as that check's on time, they ain't worried about nothing else. Nothing else. I hope y'all understand that. So everybody say, oh, she just used him for money. Not true. She really wanted to be in a relationship with that nigga. Because if it was just about the money, she would have just took the money, kept doing whatever sexual favor he wanted to do, shut her mouth, and kept pushing. And it go to show y'all how nasty some of these girls. Now she nasty too, because she know what this nigga was doing as far as the other men was concerned, and she still was into that nigga. Right? Right? So y'all see what it is. They having a sidebar, y'all. Diddy's lawyers in there crying and complaining. Man, I swear, in our world, people don't have common sense, man. It's really sad. And the fact that Diddy is on record whining and dining these other chicks, like treating them like real women, that, oh, she was my girlfriend shit ain't gonna work. They gonna know he treated her straight like a hoe. When she, obviously in the text messages, had issues with him. We still got a sidebar just waiting, y'all. All right, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on. What? Oh shit! Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. All right. Let me see. We might have more detailed updates. Hold on, y'all. I might have just found more detailed updates. So, is this more detailed? Let me see. Yeah, this is more detailed. Hold on. All right, you guys. So, basically, right? Let me see something. She testified today that she felt she had to earn basic things like love and respect and romance, while Diddy freely gave it to others. Um, Hold on. All right. Man, they had a long ass sidebar, man. It's a long ass sidebar right here. Man. Let me see. Yeah, you never really seen Diddy with her nowhere, dog. Let me see. Yeah, y'all. Hold on one second. It's a long sidebar right here, bro. They having a real conversation in that courtroom. Man. Shout out to Shara Pegram in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you. She said, trial reporting elephant in the room, STDs. You ain't never lying. You ain't never lying. I appreciate you for that. She came through with a $20 donation in the Cash App. You ain't never lying, man. Boy, this is a long sidebar right here. Diddy's legal team is upset that she's being able to say this in open court. This is what lets y'all know that her testimony hurts. Mm-hmm. It lets y'all know her testimony hurts bad. Because when Diddy's legal team is calling for a sidebar for this long, they know they getting done dirty. I'm talking about, man, they getting hit hard. Put myself on mute for a second so y'all don't hear how good my breakfast is. Man, girl, I'm eating like a boss. Believe that. Yes, ma'am. Hold on, man. Man, this sidebar going on for this long? God, dog, man. What type of sidebar is this? Man, bro. Hold on, you guys. Man, these people taking forever. All right, you guys, hold on. So during the break, Diddy is standing up, talking with one of his lawyers. The judge says, man, sit down. Now bring the witness back in and this other girl. Diddy passed a note to his lawyer. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get another glass of orange juice. Hold on now. Hey. day pretty much. We be on live, so yeah. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's see what's crackling. Hold on, y'all. Man. Oh. All right, y'all. Hold on. Man, they had a long ass break, man. The government says, what did Diddy write to you? She says he wrote, I want to spend the day with you. I wrote back, you make it crystal clear exactly what you want from me. You're going to spend the day love bombing me? The government says, what do you mean? She says, Diddy is very love bombing. Well, that nigga Diddy is a genius at this stuff, bro. Love, 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 baby. As we proceed to give you what you need. That nigga Diddy, bro. What? All right, you guys. So, she said, itty bitty Diddy. Man, that's crazy, bro. Hold on, y'all. Got another one of them long pauses. So she said that Diddy is very love bombing. She said, I told Diddy, I'm not just an animal people can fuck on. He said, you crazy. The government said, how often did he call you crazy? She said, I said, you want to have me suck some dick so you can get off? Damn. Well, I'll be damned. She says, the government says, how often did Diddy call you crazy? Excuse my language. I got to tell y'all how it is so y'all can understand. She says, often I said, you want to have me suck some D so you can jet off with Gina? Oh, not Sister Gina. Not Sister Gina. 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 This is Reverend Leon Lonnie Love. Sister Gina, come over here and let me lay my hands on your succulent, perky little. Down, Satan. Down, Satan. I rebuke you. Man. She said that Diddy oftenly called her crazy. She said, I said, you want to have me suck some D so you can let jet off with Gina. I said, I'm drained. He said, I'll leave you alone. Oh. Oh. Man. The Matrix. She told Diddy, I ain't an animal. People can F him. Man, bro. But ma'am, with all due respect, you allowed yourself to be treated like an animal where dudes can just F on. You wrong too. They gonna try and smoke Gina out. They saying Gina name in open court. Yeah, they coming for Gina. Yeah. If Gina had any type of involvement, and she don't get up there and testify for them feds, they'll loop her ass in. Like I told y'all, victim 2 was indicted as well, but given immunity. Because victim 2 have already put themselves in on crimes with Diddy. Going to get drugs, all that stuff. They're gonna go, if they got anything on Gina, if they can get somebody and line Gina up in this, they'll put the squeeze on Gina. Trust me. Oh yeah. They'll put the squeeze on Gina. Straight like that. The government says in the next text message, did he use your true name? She says, did he use her government name in the next text message? She says, yes. The government says, and does he say, that's my house too? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here you go now. I told y'all this. Here you go. Here you go now. That's my house too. The government says, and does he say that's my house too? See, that's where the coercion comes in. She says, he did. He wrote, I'm coming over. You gonna let me in or not? Is your baby there? Oh shit, this shit getting personal. Are you gonna let me in our house? He kept saying it again and again and again. I told y'all, this nigga Diddy is a demon. And I know why Diddy did it. I can't say it on YouTube. I can't say it on YouTube. This nigga Diddy is a dirty mofo. And I know why he did it, and I can't tell y'all. I wish I could tell y'all. I know exactly what Diddy did. Diddy had no love for this girl. I want you to say it's good as hell. Diddy had no love for this girl. I know exactly what Diddy did in this situation. This relationship was no relationship with Diddy. This shit was personal, in my opinion. I can't tell you why, but this was personal. And Diddy, in my opinion, he was gonna make sure of humiliation. And the thing is, if Diddy would have never got caught, the world would have never, ever, ever heard about this stuff. If Diddy wouldn't have got caught up, it would have just been stuff that was going on behind the scenes that we never heard of. But now it's in front of the world. I can't say on YouTube. I can't say it all. I know exactly what happened now. Diddy, bro, that nigga going to prison, bro. That nigga, man. Bro, that nigga ain't had no love for this girl. Can't say it, bro. Cannot say it. I know exactly what happened. Man, that's effed up, man. Bro, I'm gonna read this quote to y'all again. That nigga Diddy is sad, bro. The whole world is hearing this right now for the first time ever. And it says, and the government says, and does Diddy say, that's my house too? She said, yeah, he said it. He wrote, I'm coming over. You gonna let me in or not? Is your baby there? Oh my God. Oh shit. Bro, I don't think y'all understand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Diddy should have never said that, bro. Diddy should have never said that about it. He should have never said that, bro. You put that in a text message too? Is your baby there? Are you gonna let me in with the baby there? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Diddy, man. Diddy, man. I think Diddy may want to go to prison now. I think Diddy may want to go to prison now. He ain't gonna want to be out of prison like that. Bro, I'm telling y'all this right now, man. That's sad, man. That nigga was trying to go in the crib. Bro, oh my God. Like that would have been my baby. You know what I would have did that with my man? Let me tell y'all something, bro. Lord have mercy, man. Oh my God. That nigga Diddy is diabolical, nigga. I don't think Diddy love this girl, man. Whoever this girl is, I don't think Diddy love her, man. I don't think he loved this girl at all. I think Diddy knew exactly what he was doing, and I think that Diddy was diabolical in his approach. Straight up. And I think that now that that's been stated, oh my God, bro, that's the worst thing that could have been said in open court. The government says Diddy wrote to me. She said, I'm so stressed. I'm horny, shaking my head. The government says, what does shaking my head mean? She said, shaking my head. She said he said his knees weren't good. I said I was hitting up my mom. She said, take bone supplements is the key. The government says, then you saw Sean? She says, yep. This nigga went, he went, oh, no. Oh, you had this man around. Oh my God. Bro. Oh my God. To the person who says I'm over exaggerating this, sir, you're wrong. I'm not even gonna snap on you, sir. I'm just gonna tell you, sir, you're wrong, sir. Let me ask you a question. Casual 75 Maryland. If another man was in the house freaking off with your chick, with your son in the house, would you call that over exaggeration? Now, this is what I need you to do. Go get that fucked up shape up fix, you dusty ass warm moon looking motherfucker, and get off my channel, nigga. Hell wrong with you. Excuse my language, y'all. I had to get that bum out of here. I'm tired of these scrubs coming around here running their mouth, acting like damn fools. You got to get on their level. You got to get on these niggas' level. They ain't gonna understand it no other way. You got to get on their level. This man coming here looking like a dusty ass, low budget Tory Holt. Sit your ass down, nigga. Playing these games in my chat, what the hell wrong with you? This nigga look unimportant. Oh, unimportant looking ass nigga coming to my channel, acting a fool. Are you crazy? Did you not just hear what was said in open court, fool? Let me have been the father of that child, and you got Diddy in the house freaking off with this chick with my child in the house. You talking about overreaction, man? Fool, y'all niggas is clowns, bro. Y'all niggas ain't got no soul, bro. Y'all niggas is clowns, bro. Y'all niggas is clowns, man. Straight up, bro. Y'all niggas is clowns, man. Period, man. I'm sorry, bro. That shit personal, my nigga. So she says, we had the sobriety party at the hotel. First, I went to a concert. I stood with his security. With his security, Jonathan, I went to the store for supplies for the hotel night. Sean was in the hotel waiting. He called me a bitch. What the F is taking so long? Man. Oh my God. I just don't think y'all understand, man. Whoa. I'm a gangster, Lenya. Whoa. Dog, man. She said, I got there. His assistant said, you don't deserve to be called a bitch. The government says at the El Hermitage Hotel, what happened? She said, I didn't want to take drugs. The government said, who was the first entertainer? She says, Rico. Then Paul. Then Anton. She said, I threw up. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all this. So, hey, you don't really understand, bro. Art of war, nigga. Art of war. Oh my God. Bro. I'm telling y'all this right now, bro. That nigga talking about something. That nigga ain't got no brains. Nigga said, man, say what he said. He ain't got no brains, nigga. Nigga, you talking about some serious goddamn repercussions behind that type of stuff, man. Any man that's in here listening to this video, what would you do if that man was around your son? Oh my God. Freaking off with a chick. Bro, I pray that she don't say that this man had to. I'm going to tell everybody in this comment section right now. I pray that everybody in this comment section, I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. I pray to God this woman don't testify that something happened with that young one around. I'm telling y'all this right now, man. It's going to break my spirit, man, because I already know, man. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. This shit is going to get real personal, man. I'm telling y'all this. You don't play them type of games, man, unless you really want, unless they really got serious smoke, which Man, bro. So she said that Diddy said, good, you throw up. Now you'll feel better. Then she said she had sex with Anton. She said, I felt terrible. The government said, whose text is these? She said, it's my text. She said, I wrote, baby, I love you. Do you think you could put something in my hotel? She says, did he respond? She said, nope. Damn. Bro, how was itty bitty Diddy getting these hoes hooked on him like this? Damn. These girls looking at Diddy like, they just treat you any kind of way, you still love this nigga. Crazy. Crazy. Lord have mercy, man. Have any lady in here been that in love that you're willing to do anything for your husband? Tell the truth. I want to know that from ladies in this comment section, because some of y'all gonna lie. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some of these ladies in here, they gonna lie, but some of them gonna tell the truth. Some of them gonna tell the truth. Some of them gonna say, "Man, I ain't gonna lie to you." And shout out to Shara Pegram in the Cash App. The donation says Diddy reporting Jane Doe may. Oh my God. Shout out to Robin M. Brooks in the Cash App for the donation. Said thanks for being real. No doubt, always gonna be like that. Always gonna be like that. Oh yeah, child protection services may come and get that kid, man. It's sad, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. These women said no, 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 no. And that's why I'm telling y'all. It's like like uh that's the part that just like confuses me. A lot of the men, they be upset because women won't fully submit to them. And you mean submit, that means like fulfill their fantasies. Some women will. Some women willing to do whatever they man wants them to do, fulfill whatever little fantasy they got. Now some women, I ain't finna do that. I love you, but I ain't finna do all that. Some women, they have a line, but some women, they will go all the way to try to fulfill all your nasty little freaky fantasies. Meaning, any fantasy that you may have. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about any nasty, disgusting fantasy. Some women getting down. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all, all the women saying no in this comment section. But some of these women done did some freaky shit. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all can say y'all haven't. But some of y'all have done some nasty. I'm talking about when you think about it, you're like, oh my God. Maybe it was when you were a little bit younger. Maybe you might have been 20, 21, 19, something like that. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all. It's more than just this girl. I'm telling you. See, people ain't gonna tell the truth in front of everybody. Their life ain't get exposed like this. But if what some of y'all doing in the bedroom got exposed, oh God. Oh man. Telling y'all this. Freak nasty. Super bad freak. So it's going on a lot. I don't know when they get you ran down. Man. Shout out to Delilah in the Cash App coming through. $35 donation. Salute to you, man. I appreciate it. Man, some women want to do whatever they got to do for their husband. I'm telling y'all this. They just coming on here and lying, but some of them will want to do whatever they got. Can y'all hear me? Press 1 if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Man. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? I bet. Crazy work, man. Oh, no, bro. No. No. So she wrote that even after Diddy did all that, she told Diddy, baby, I love you. Do you think you could put something in my hotel? The government said, did Diddy respond? She said, nope. She says, I needed furniture for the house. I wrote, you weren't too busy to make sure Chelsea was ready in DC. The government plays the video voice note in front of the courtroom. Diddy's voice is on the voice note. And Diddy says, yo, I don't know what the fuck Chelsea is. I ain't with no bitches. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm single. Is what Diddy told her. Diddy told her, leave me the fuck alone. Now watch everybody gasp onto that. Now watch what happens is this. She gonna ignore Diddy, right? And then that nigga gonna hit her back. That's gonna be the coercion. That's gonna be the coercion. Watch what I tell y'all this. Watch what I tell y'all. Diddy told her leave you the fuck alone, right? Diddy go through these phases, in my opinion, where he used mind tricks on these girls. So what he'll do is just say, look, you don't want to be with me? Leave me the fuck alone. He don't mean that shit. He just telling her to leave him alone just so it make her want to capitulate to what he want. Basically, I'm letting you know that, hey, shit, I run this shit. Watch. Watch what I tell each and every last one of y'all. I know exactly what Diddy's doing. Listen now. Listen. Listen what I'm telling y'all. Diddy, everybody will be like, oh, well, Diddy told her to leave alone. Yeah. Now watch what happens in the next sentence. Watch what happens. Soon as she leave you alone, that nigga Diddy gonna want that jump back again. Hey, come on, baby, but come on now. Right? This is what you call classic mind games. This is when you got a nigga like Itty Bitty Diddy running game. Shout out to Erica in the Cash App the donation. She said, hey, Ticket, listening at work from Philly. Oh, you already know. I already know what's up with you, the PHILLY. Salute, baby. So, Diddy told her, I ain't with no bitches. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm single. The government says, what frustrations did you feel? She says, not being heard about how I felt about the hotel nights. The government says, did you use names for the other women? She says, yes, it was misdirected anger. I asked, what does the house have to do with what I'm saying? Right? Hold on, y'all. Man, tell me I ain't leave my windows down outside. Hold on. Man. Hold on, y'all. I'll be damned. Boy, it's about to start thunderstorming outside. Right now. That thunderstorm coming right now. I don't know when they got you ran down. Man. Right? Man, bro. That's crazy work, man. So the government wrote that she said, right? She says, I'm not Gina or Cassie. Oh, God. This shit getting hot in here. She said, I ain't Gina or Cassie. Man, bro. The government says, were you telling Diddy you were going to speak about your relationship? The government says, objection. Judge sustains it. The government said, please read. Did you reference your child? Oh, snaps. Bro, this shit is going to explode. I told y'all I hope this would not come, man. Lord, please, man. Please, dear Lord, man. Don't make this be what I think it's going to be, man. Dear Lord, please don't do it. I'm begging you, man. I'm begging you, dear Lord, please don't make this happen, man. Please. The government says, please read right here. Did you reference your child? She said, yes, I did. I said, you got me fucked up. Oh, my God. Well, loving you is easy come. You're beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Diddy Combs has officially left the building, y'all. He has left the building. Sean Diddy Combs, ladies and gentlemen, he's left the building, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Diddy Combs have officially left the building. Lord have mercy, man. Oh my God, bro. This shit about to get too deep, man. Oh my goodness gracious, brothers and sisters. Oh man. Well, y'all. Right. I'm just here to let y'all all know. Right. Fucked up, man. She says, yeah. She says, I referenced my child. She says, I told Diddy, you got me fucked up. She says, I said, just complete what you promised about the 2 years, about the home. And I said, don't contact me. Oh my God. The government said, what did he say in response? She said, he said, I'm super clear now. I said, you had me on constant pins and needles. Now I'm sick. Leave me alone. Damn. Bro, is Diddy gonna make it? Bro, this shit is, bro. I'm just telling everybody listening to this video, bro. Man. Bro. Everybody listening to this video, man. I'm just telling y'all this right now, bro. It's a bad situation, y'all. Lord have mercy, man. Lord have mercy. Wow, man. The government says, does the next message reference a prior relationship you had? Oh, shit. Oh, this wasn't supposed to happen. No. Oh, my God. No. No. Hold on, man. I might have to take a break, man. Hold on, man. What? 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 Damn. The government says there's the next message Reference a prior relationship you had. She says, yep. Then Diddy says, I told you you were crazy. He said, you took it too far, baby girl. You'll see. She said he was threatening me about the rent, that we don't need to do anything we don't want. Man. Wrist ambidextrous, hit left switch, man. I open brothers' checks like Vic, man. Damn. Boy, hey, this shit is crazy. Oh. Bro, I swear I think Diddy may just want to be locked up. It may just be better if Diddy's locked up, y'all. You said mic check. Y'all can hear me. I know y'all can hear me. I think it's better if Diddy was just locked up, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I personally think it's better if Diddy's locked up, bro. I'll be damn, man. Because if he's loose... Oh... So she wrote, you're mad at me about a grown-ass man? Oh, it's chicken fire. I told y'all this. I told y'all the government came with ether today. Them niggas came with ether. Ether, nigga. Ether. Ether. Oh, she wrote to this nigga in the text. You mad at me about a grown-ass man? That shit was personal. And that's going to be Diddy's downfall. That shit was personal. And that is going to be the downfall of Sean Diddy Combs. It's personal. That man is a demon that need be exorcised. Lord have mercy, man. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. Man. Lord have mercy, man. Anyways, though, the government says, stop right there. Was this referring to your prior relationship? Oh, she said, yes. I wrote, you wasted my time in this toxic ass relationship. Oh my God. It's oh. The government said, did you refer to your previous relationship? She says, yes. God. Bro, this shit is at all world levels right now, y'all. I hope y'all understand. I don't think people really understand. I hope y'all understand how personal this shit is right now. I hope y'all understand this. You know how Deion Sanders say it's personal? Boy, this thing right here, this is personal. And I told y'all this. I told y'all that this shit was personal, in my opinion. I think this situation was personal. That's what I think. And I think that Diddy never loved that woman. I told y'all this. Never cared about that woman. I think it was just personal. Oh my God. Wow, man. Bro. Yo, Diddy's not, yo, I'm tell y'all the truth. Diddy may want to stay in jail. He may want to stay locked up, bro. Oh man, bro. Hey, bro, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Hey, bro. Hey, look. Oh, my God. She goes on. She says, you invited me to New York to pair me up with some random man, any mother effer for your own sick sexual. Oh, my God. She is going off. And then the government say, what are you talking about? She says the two men I had chose for myself, Sly and Anton, Diddy kept trying to say I choose them. I wanted it. She said he kept trying to say that she chose them and that she wanted it. Yo, Diddy's out of here, bro. Gotta get away. They go, ooh. Oh, oh, they gotta get away. They going, Well, what's love got to do with it? Got to do with it. What's love when you, What's love got to do with it? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is one for the ages right here, y'all. This is one for the ages right here. Y'all watch it, man. Oh, man. Booger. Booger. Oh, Booger. You know, Diddy, love it when you scrambling and scraping. Cheers, Nick. Yeah, so it's about to get real personal. It's about to get real personal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's psychological warfare right now. Psychological warfare right now. Hey bro, listen. If y'all could just understand the reaction that's going on. Y'all in the inner city too, man. If y'all could understand the reaction that's going on right now, bro. Do y'all understand what type of event this is, man? I don't think y'all really understand what type of event this is, bro. Do y'all understand what type of event this is, man? That's all I want to know. Do y'all understand what type of event this is, brother? Boy, this thing is personal. Man, personal. Salute everybody in the building. So, oh man, bro. Crazy work. So the government writes, government says, I wrote, you want to gaslight me? Damn. She wrote in the messages, you want to gaslight me? The government says, what do you mean? She said he wanted me to believe I had wanted these things. Lord Jesus, have mercy, man. Lord Jesus, have mercy, man. The government then says, what else did Diddy text you? She said, he said, you and me don't have no beef. I said, you created all this evil inside of me. Oh my God, bro. So she said when she asked Diddy about her baby daddy, she says Diddy basically told her, she was telling Diddy how he basically destroyed her or whatever. And she was like, oh, but me and you, we ain't got no beef. But she said that she told Diddy, you created all this evil inside of me, man. Bro, I told you that nigga going to prison forever, my nigga. He going to prison forever, nigga. Nigga, you ain't gotta get mad at me, nigga. I'm telling you what the real is, nigga. That nigga, I'm telling y'all this. Shout out to Sherelle coming through $100 donation in the Cash App, man. She says, I just figured it out. You just now figuring it out? I ain't gonna say no names. All right. I ain't finna say no names. You just now figuring it out? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh. Thank you. Yo, that's great. Oh man. Now I'm gonna tell you later. I can't say it while I'm on air. I'm gonna tell you later on. I can't say while I'm on air. Hold on. I'm gonna holler you in a minute. Let me get back online. All right, y'all. My bad. Man, let me tell y'all something. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, you guys. Man, bro, this is crazy, bro. So she said, "You want to gaslight me?" The government said, "What did you mean?" She said, "He wanted me to believe that I had wanted these things. Like she wanted all of the freak offs and shit." Damn, that's crazy. She told that nigga that in the messages. Like, nigga, you try to gaslight me. That nigga going to prison, nigga. They got this nigga dead to rights. This ain't no getting around this. Then the government said, "What do you mean?" She says, "He wanted me to believe I wanted all these things." The government said, "What else did he text you?" He said, "You know," he said, "You and me ain't got no beef." I said, "You created all this evil inside me, man." Then she wrote to him, "I regret everything, all this toxic shit." Damn, dog. She said, "I regret everything, all this toxic shit." Oh, my sound cracking? Hold on, y'all be right back. Hold on. Let me know if we good now. I had to fix that audio for y'all. Let me know if we good now. Y'all press 1 if we good now. Press 1 if we good now. Y'all can't miss this. Press 1 if we good now. Are we good now? We ain't good? It's still messed up? It's cracking? Y'all let me know if it's cracking or not. Y'all, man, hold on, man. Y'all gotta let me know. Is static in there? Hold on. Is it good or bad, y'all? We good? Why y'all keep saying no? All right, hold on. Let me fix it. Y'all, we good now? Y'all let me know if we good now. We good now, y'all? It's terrible. We good now? Y'all gotta let me know, man. Y'all stop playing with me, man. This thing getting surgical, man. Stop playing with me, man. Yeah, we good now. I know we good now. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. I love my chat, man. I love my chat, man. Bro, this thing is getting crazy, bro. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, y'all. Crazy work, man. So she told this nigga Diddy in a text message, y'all, that they showed in front of the whole court, "Oh, you trying to gaslight me." And the government said, "What did you mean?" She said, "He wanted me to believe I wanted these things." The government said, "What else did Diddy text you?" She said, "He said, you and me ain't got no beef." I said, "You created all this evil inside of me." She went on to say, "I wrote him, I regret everything. All this toxic shit which overran my life." He said, "You're burning a bridge that you're gonna need tomorrow." Oh my God. He's done. That's sex trafficking right there. Coercion, nigga. I told you niggas, dead to rights. The government said, "What did you wrote?" I wrote, "I don't trust you." He said, 10 hours ago, "You love me." Now this? Damn. Wow. Wow. Bro, this is 1,000% sex trafficking. Bro, that nigga's out of here, bro. The feds got this nigga dead to rights. This testimony today, I told you niggas, man. Try to tell y'all, man. She said Diddy wrote, it's a free country. I'm an adult, you an adult. You're writing a whole book about what you hate about me. We both made promises that we didn't keep. If you don't want to talk to me, there's nothing I can do. The government says, did you get the phone? She said, yep. The government says, what did you write here? She says, I said, you knew I would finish strong. Pep talks to keep me performing. I know I was consenting. Like you said, you didn't know. She says, like you said, you didn't know I didn't want it. This is my truth. I love you very much. I need to take a pause. Yeah, he's out of here, bro. Diddy's out of here, bro. It's over with, bro. That's sex trafficking like a mofo, bro. That nigga's out of here, bro. Y'all can cap for this nigga. All this other stuff. He out of here. He out of here, dog. That nigga's out of here, bro. He out of here, bro. That nigga done, man. Pack that nigga up, man. Pack that nigga up, man. Pack that nigga up, bro. Man. You gonna go ahead and pack this nigga up now. That nigga Diddy going straight to prison, nigga. I told you niggas this, man. Y'all nigga, you bet against me, nigga? Shit, y'all niggas crazy as hell betting against me, nigga. That nigga gone, nigga. Man. So, the government says, what did you say? Or the government said, why did you say I know I was consenting? She says, I picked up the word from him. He said, if anyone saw these videos, they say you wanted it. Wow. The government said, was that true, Jane? She says, I'm still trying to figure that out. Damn. That nigga was using them videos. Yeah, he done. Because he told the same shit to Cassie about the videos. And they had Cassie with the threats to her parents. He's done. I told y'all she was bigger than Cassie. Y'all didn't want to believe me. You believe me now? Her situation, everybody talking about Cassie's a star witness. No, she ain't. Shit, the hell she ain't. Cassie was the first witness. Cassie was the first witness. If you knew how big this witness is right here, shit. I try to tell people. People all wrong. Try to tell them. Man, that nigga Diddy is going to jail and to hell in that order. Man, bro. And these is text messages. This ain't no court hearsay. They enter these into evidence in court. Wow. Diddy's lawyer's gonna be trying to push for that mistrial so hard, they gonna get slapped in the face on that one too. I don't know, I already told y'all. For everybody who doesn't know about what's going on with the mistrial, let me let y'all know what's going on with the mistrial. What's going on with the mistrial is this, y'all. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. Let y'all know what's going on with the mistrial. Hold on, y'all. Diddy wants a mistrial. Talking about some, oh man, was it, I don't forget what the buster said. But in the girl's lawsuit, the girl said on or about, which means she gave herself days of leniency. I'm gonna show y'all that in a little while. Diddy's out of here, bro. Don't care what nobody got to say about it. I know the truth. That nigga's a goner, nigga. Here go that girl lawsuit right here. Say it right there. And the government gonna address that tomorrow. On or about September the 26th. The fact that she put that in the lawsuit, and Diddy and them trying to say, oh, she said a certain date. No, she did. She gave herself leniency because she said on or about, and then coming back to see that it was only 4 days separation. Yep. And that was damn near 10 years ago. Yep. Any court of law will give her leniency in those dates. So all the people said she was lying. Y'all jump to conclusions before y'all hear the whole story. That's y'all problem. And the way the government's setting y'all up, the government is setting Diddy up to make him look stupid in front of everybody. What do I mean? They're allowing Diddy to set himself up in traps, pin himself down on certain things. So, for example, Diddy's going hard on this thing with this girl that this situation didn't happen. It was impossible that it could happen, right? The government let Diddy do that. Why? Because he can't get out of a lie. They can come prove that it's a lie. So now if the government comes back on tomorrow and they show that they can prove Diddy was in California, that proves outright Diddy was a liar. His team is full of shit and he's gone. That's what it's going to prove. In front of the world. Are we still cracking, y'all? If we cracking, just let me know. Some people are further back behind in the comments. Right? Don't nobody want to hear nothing about that, sir. And you coming in here opening your mouth, sir? Your name is what? Troll. I'm going to block your ass out my comment section. You block. Diddy going to prison for life, nigga. You mad? For life. You mad, nigga? He going to prison, nigga. Straight like that, nigga. Straight like they going to find his ass guilty and he going to prison. Ain't none of you or any of those other demons that want to lift up can do anything about it. God going to win this battle, boy. You better believe that. The devil don't get to win. Let's keep going. So, the government said, what did you see in the videos? She said, I was high. I was just following a pattern, performing. The government shows some exhibit of evidence. It says, please read this. She said, it's from my notes. I wrote, I'm having PTSD from these nights. The government says, why in your notes application? She said, it gets my feelings out. This girl kept notes. And if y'all know anything about those notes have time, date stamps. When you do notes, they have time and date stamps of when you originally wrote those arguments. That's crazy work. And guess what it will say on a note? If you go back and edit a note, it will say edited. Those notes don't say edited. Those notes give the exact date and time that she wrote. Go look at your notes, ladies and gentlemen. On your phone. Diddy's toast. He's toast. He's toast. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Right? And so when you write notes are like a journal. A journal can be entered into evidence because it shows your feelings at that time. For people who don't know, and shout out to Prima Lux with the donation as well. Salute to you. And shout out, she says, can we zoom out a little bit of Diddy's face as the devil? Now I want everybody to see what it looked like. Shout out to Elijah with the donation, says good coverage. Pettiest people do the ugliest things, but I'm trying to tell you. Man, Diddy, man, that nigga, man. He out of here, bro. He out of here, bro. He definitely out of here, man. All right. Go ahead and cancel that name. All right. So, and salute to everybody for tapping on in, man. I'll be damned. I'll be doggone. The government says, man, bro, did you see Diddy that day? She says, yeah, I saw him at his home. She said, I was comforted by him. I was able to talk about the pain I was feeling. He was hugging me. The government said, what are these? She said, these are photos I took of us in Diddy's master bedroom. I felt he understood me in this moment. She says he had a Halloween video shoot. That was nice. But his birthday was approaching and I felt nervous. He wanted to party hard, but he spent his birthday with his family. I got him a mobile television. We had these things called movie nights, our videos. Mind control. He hugging her, comforting her. Now remember, Diddy already told her, hey man, I don't want to be with you. But he still, hey, you need to fulfill your part. See what I'm saying? See, yeah, that can easily, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's an idiot. And she's a co-conspirator because she helped Diddy commit crimes. But she's also a victim. So she's both. Same as Cassie. Both. Both of them was charged. I guarantee you both of them was charged. And they both agreed to take immunity. Ain't nobody gonna want to reveal all these details about their personal life. I'm telling you, they had to tell all of this stuff in order to get immunity, bro. And the fact that they didn't have no priors, it helped them. But they had to tell everything, bro. Imagine having to go tell all this stuff about yourself to where everybody in the world is gonna look at you differently forever. I'm telling y'all this, bro. That's sad, bro. That's sad, bro. That's sad. You gotta talk about every time you had something going on with you, right? Every time. Unbelievable stuff. Yeah, that nigga got 10 lawyers. That nigga know he guilty. You get 10 legal minds, nigga, on the case. Yeah, you know you got an issue, bro. That's outrageous type situations going on, man. Believe that, y'all. Believe that. Outrageous. Hold on, y'all. All right, you guys. So, right, the government says, or she says, I felt this TV could substitute for the entertainer. Then Cassie's lawsuit came out. Oh shit! Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all. Then Cassie's lawsuit came out. It was everywhere on social media. She says, I think I fainted. Oh my goodness gracious. The government says, why? She says, because, and she starts breaking down crying in front of everybody. She says, there were 3 pages that were harrowing. What I was experiencing, that nigga's done. This nigga is over with, bro. He's over with. The government says, did you screenshot those pages? She said, yes, I did. The government says, do you recognize this? She said, it's Cassie's lawsuit filed on November the 16th, 2023. The government said, had you met Cassie? She said, in 2015, a fashion show in celebration for Diddy. That's the only time I ever met Cassie. Damn. She says, I was reading these pages and it felt like a nightmare. I had a lot of sympathy for this because Diddy's lawyer said, objection. The judge says, ask a new question. The government says, how did you react? She says, like, I can't believe I'm reading my own story. Diddy is done. Didn't I tell y'all the government was coming to pack this nigga up? Y'all niggas thought I was playing? Nigga, when ticket comes to the table, nigga, it's big chips, big trips to Vegas, nigga. I don't lose. Not when it's like this. Nah, not when it's like this. Shout out to Deborah, $25 donation in the Cash App. Salute to you. When it's like this, when the chips are stacked up like this, your boy ticket, I don't lose. I don't lose, dog. I only pick up wins. Remember that. Man. Crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. Wow, bro. That nigga Diddy, man. That nigga's out of here, bro. Now, all them people that was talking shit, it's out of here, bro. They done, bro. Bro, the feds packed this thing up beautifully. Man. Beautifully. The government said, read your messages the day after Cassie's lawsuit. Right? She says, 4 in one night, and now I'm going to the doctor. The government, oh my God. So she read Cassie's lawsuit, and she texted Diddy, oh, so 4 in one night? She says, now I'm going to the doctor. The government says, then 3 days later, after that, what did you write? She said, I wrote, I feel like I'm reading my own sexual trauma. God finally woke me up about this cycle. You gaslit me. He's out of here, nigga. Didn't I tell you, niggas? It's over with, nigga. It's over with, nigga. When you bet, nigga, put your money on ticket. I'm always gonna come up big in the clutch, nigga. I guarantee you this shit. And they showing this text message in court, nigga. And didn't I tell you niggas this? Nigga, bow down to those who are greater than you, nigga. Me, nigga, I'm just better. I'm just better. Point blank, period. Lock that whole ass Negro up and throw away the key, sucker. It's over. The text messages are being shown in front of the whole court. Didn't I tell you niggas, don't waver? I was going to come through in the clutch. It don't matter what Diddy's team say on defense. They can't go against those text messages. They can try to make this woman seem crazy. They can try to do all these things. They cannot go against those text messages. Game, set, match. It's over with, y'all. She wrote that nigga Diddy 3 days after the Cassie lawsuit. The first day she wrote him, right after the lawsuit, she said, you had 4 in one night? Because that's what Cassie was putting in her lawsuit. How Diddy had her running down on 4 dudes in one night. And then she says, I'm going to the doctor. And then days later, she realized she had been used. She said, I'm feeling like I'm reading my own sexual trauma. Game over. That nigga's gone. God finally woke, people how she said God finally woke me up about this cycle. You gaslit me. He gone. He gone. He gone. He gone, man. He gone. And think about this. The feds ain't even finished, man. This nigga gone, bro. They not even finished with the itty bitty Diddy yet. They're not even finished with itty bitty Diddy yet. He gone though. I guarantee he gonna get up out of here. He ain't gotta go home. Get his ass up out of here. Nigga gonna be in prison for the rest of his natural life. They gonna get that nigga on sex trafficking, RICO, and they gonna get that nigga on solicitation of prostitution. Life. Can't go against the text messages. Them niggas can say anything they want to say. They cannot go against the text messages. Notice how TMZ ain't talking about this. They talking about something else. Y'all see what it is. Right? Y'all see what it is. Oh, yeah. Diddy worse than R. Kelly. From what we reading, yeah, man. There ain't even no question, bro. That's a nasty, disgusting individual, bro. It's over with, bro. Didn't I tell y'all this? And they still got a couple more weeks of testimony, bro. Bro, they're going to throw D's on this thing, bro. They're going to throw D's on this thing. Straight up. Man, bro. Puffy Combs. Now, everybody that was talking that trash, what they saying now? Everybody conversation don't change now. Right? Trying to tell y'all this. Letting y'all know. Letting y'all know what it is. Everybody mad now. Crazy. Everybody said, oh, she plotting her own lawsuit. Why she ain't filed it then? She didn't know the criminal charges wasn't coming. Somebody said, oh, she's plotting her own lawsuit. No, she not. You know why she's not plotting her own lawsuit? Because I think she went back to itty bitty Diddy. Everybody talking about lawsuit incoming. How's a lawsuit incoming when she already had all this time to sue Diddy? If she wanted to sue Diddy, she could have sued Diddy from the day Cassie sued Diddy. Think about this. All these people's upset. Right? Right? Man. So the government says, we're going to play some audio with your true name redacted. Show the full transcript to the jury. Now, the audio played. You know what the audio is? After Diddy telling her to leave and get out of my life, Diddy says, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stop all this madness. She says, I don't know. So Diddy went on defense. Let me repeat myself again. Now it's all making sense. Why Diddy? I'm going to repeat myself again, everybody listening. Now it all makes sense why Diddy settled that Cassie lawsuit in one day. Diddy was still effing with these other chicks. Diddy went into full protection mode once Cassie sued him because he knew any other chicks he was doing this stuff with could come and expose his ass too. So what Diddy did was he went back from, oh, you can get the F on. I don't need you in my life to, nah, I love you, I love you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to stop all this madness. Mind games. Mind games. Diddy seen lawsuits that could have came. So now you ask yourself, why didn't this woman file a lawsuit against Diddy? It's simple. Diddy kept her on the hook. And if I'm a betting man, I'm willing to bet that this woman did not file a lawsuit against Diddy because maybe Diddy upped her money, or maybe Diddy gave her a contract, or maybe Diddy promised to continue paying her bills, which he's doing until this day. Anybody want to bet? Anybody want to bet? She hadn't sued Diddy. You have to wonder why. Diddy kept playing mind games with this girl. But when Diddy saw Cassie sued him and that everybody else could potentially come after him the same way, I believe Diddy went right into defense mode. And I believe what Diddy started to do was make sure that he put these girls in a situation where they wouldn't want to sue him. The government says, did you know you were being recorded? She says, no, I didn't. The government says, did you know you were being listened in on? She says, no, I didn't. More audio has been playing. She says, who's there when I close my eyes and I have these effed up things in my head? The government says, play it to 3:45 minute mark. Man, bro. Bro, they walking Diddy down. Man, bro. Call of Duty style in court. They walking this nigga down. Call of Duty style in court. And to the person who said they set up Diddy real bad for this moment, no, he set himself up. He set himself up. Because if that nigga was never participating in this stuff, this would have never been able to happen. He set himself up. He's in big trouble, man. Major trouble. Major trouble. Major trouble, you guys. Man, they walking this dude down. I'm the one that got you ran down. Yep. You said what? Nah, I ain't said that. I ain't said that. I said that Diddy, his ass gonna want to be locked up after this testimony. Shit, you think he gonna want to be free after this testimony? Damn, man, the government had stuff, bro. Man, they was ready for war with this nigga, bro. And trust you, they gonna double back on the Brianna stuff. Everybody's calling these people liars. That's why I'm laughing, cause they gotta know how the government's gonna come. The government is gonna set you up. They're gonna let Diddy say all this stuff, and then gonna come debunk his ass with facts. So now he's nailed himself to a certain point. His lawyers have painted him in a certain corner. And then what they do is they get you on a double back. See, y'all think that the feds, see, some people don't have brains. They think that you're supposed to just do stuff on the original examination. No. A lot of great work is done on the recross, right? The recross examination. A lot of the good work is done. What do you mean recross ticket? When they come back after the defense does their cross examination. That's the part y'all got to think about. That people are not thinking about. That recross examination is a beast. Because that's when they come back and chin check you. They let Diddy's lawyers get trapped in certain lies. And then they come back and just debunk them in the recross. You did? Oh, yeah, redirect, my bad. Redirect. You're right. Appreciate you for correcting me. You're absolutely right. That's what I meant to say. Redirect. All right. Let me see something, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Man. Crazy work, y'all. Man, bro. So here's the only question we got left to ask y'all. Was Diddy's phone tapped that whole time? Were they able to get I believe Diddy was on wiretap, bro. I tried to tell y'all. How y'all think they knew about that hotel night? I believe Diddy was wiretapped. If Diddy wasn't wiretapped, Diddy recorded the conversation and they got the recordings off his phone. Either he was wiretapped or they got the recordings off Diddy's phone. You pick one. So that means they were wired. They probably went to a judge and got a wiretap to invest on this nigga, do an investigation as soon as that lawsuit came up from Cassie. If they got a wiretap on that nigga, man, bro, he's done. There ain't nothing y'all can say. And I told you guys, when they went and picked that nigga up in that hotel that last time, I told y'all, I smelled the wiretap. You know why I said that? Because they showed the photos of the 3 phones he had in that room laid down beside those shoes. And I was like, they're not showing those 3 cell phones for nothing. Either they picked up some information off those or they had that nigga phones tapped. I told y'all this. How do I know? Nigga, look what they did to the big dog on the West Coast. What's dude's name that's locked up right now, y'all? that was on the West Coast. I forget his name. Big Dog that was locked up on the West Coast that just got locked up. He just got locked up with a big Rico. And how I forget this dude, man. Big U. They got how many wiretaps they got on him? How many wiretaps? I said, bro, they got how many wiretaps? I told y'all this. Go back and listen to the other week. I told y'all. I said, I smell a wiretap. They showed the picture of those phones by that nigga's shoes for a reason. I smell wiretap. And by them saying, so there's only one way. Either these audios came off Diddy's phone and he recorded that girl on audio, or, which I don't think Diddy will record her. So I smell wiretap. And that's how they got on Diddy at the hotel knowing he was going to have that free call. That's how they ran down on that nigga. They had a secret wiretap on that nigga, in my opinion. I told you niggas this. Everybody was like, oh, man, Ticket Man, what do you mean, man? I said, bro, they had to have had a wiretap. They had, everybody's talking about, oh, no, Ticket, that girl, she was helping the cops. No, she wasn't. I don't think she was. I think they had him wiretapped, found out he was about to have another freak off, ran down to that hotel. They couldn't believe that nigga was going to have another freak off. They probably was wiretapping and what you call tapping his phone, getting all of his messages. So they probably knew he had money. They probably knew he had drugs. They probably knew he had all that stuff in that hotel room. And what they did was ran down there, found that girl, shuffled her ass out the back of that hotel so nobody could see, found out that Diddy had left and went to the park, ran down on Diddy, got him, brought him back to the hotel, took him up to that room, and packed his ass up, nigga. Took her to an interrogation room, flipped her because she was going to be a co-defendant because she was helping this nigga with the drugs, get the sex workers, all this stuff. Diddy was smart to put all these girls in the play with him so they all would have their hands dirty. Gives them the money to go buy stuff. And people will say, oh, well, these girls were buying on their own. No, Janet Jackass. How could they buy it on their own? They ain't had no money. They were struggling for money. That's why they fucking with this whole ass nigga. Duh. Easy work. Caveman can do this. They had that nigga tapped. I told you niggas last week I smelt the wiretap, nigga. Bow down and respect me, nigga. I'm the king of this shit, nigga. Period. I smelt a wiretap, nigga. Now all you niggas be running around here trying to go against me, nigga. I told you niggas. I got the smartest brain out here, and that's all I got to say about that. Period. Everybody that heard me say this last week, that I told y'all about what I told y'all happened that last time when they went and arrested Diddy. I told y'all they had that nigga on a wiretap. I told y'all. I just didn't know when they started wiretapping that nigga. I thought they started wiretapping him after they raided his homes. These mofos allegedly had a wiretap on this nigga since Cassie's lawsuit. They probably took Cassie's lawsuit, did enough investigating, took it to a judge to get up on a wiretap. Got up on a wiretap, game over. Game over. And they can't say she set him up because she didn't even know they was recording her at that time. Game over. I told y'all. Now, nigga, bow down to those who are greater, nigga. Bow down to those who are greater. I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Ladies and gentlemen, and I tell y'all I'm the man, nigga. I'm not no idiot, nigga. I told y'all they wiretapped that nigga. That's how they found out about that hotel night. That nigga said something over them phones. And he probably thought because they got the other phones in the raid, they couldn't tap his other phones. But the feds can get a tap on any phone you on. As long as they get a fresh line, they can get you on a new tap, nigga. They play more audio right now, y'all. Right? Diddy says, I'm trying to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? This is after Cassie's lawsuit. First, Diddy was ready to throw her away. I got this nigga dead to rights. I told y'all, nigga, I'm the fucking king, nigga. I'm the man, nigga. I'm the man, nigga. Period. I was dead on right about this shit. I told y'all the other week, when they searched that nigga hotel and put them 3 cell phones by his shoes on the floor and took a picture of them cell phones, I said they got that nigga on wiretap. That's how they got that nigga. It's right there in the indictment. How would they know he's having a freak off in that room unless you had a snitch, which they didn't have, or a wiretap? They wiretapped that nigga. They went to a judge and they got that nigga wired, and they've been listening to that nigga this whole time. And where everybody says, oh, the feds ain't got nothing. The feds didn't tell you, dumbass. The feds didn't tell you, asshole light. They wiretapped that nigga. He's done. Period. Now put some respect on my name. And shout out to Yolanda coming through with a $200 donation in the Cash App. She said, Tiki, you was really on this. You already know what it is. I'm really on that. Salute to you, my sister. Much love to you. $200. I'm really on that. I'm really on that. I'm really on that. So they playing more audio, y'all. Diddy says, I'm trying to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Why is Diddy doing this? Because this came right after Cassie's lawsuit. So he had to butter up the other chicks to make sure they didn't sue him and create an uproar. That's why he paid Cassie in one day to make that go away. Period. It's over with. I told y'all this. Listen. Right? She says, I'm just effed up right now. Diddy asked her, are you recording me? The government said, Jane, were you recording Diddy? She said, absolutely not. More audio comes out. Diddy says, what you did is not right. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk on this phone. I don't know what the F is going on. I need you to support. You got me that video thing? The government says, what did that mean? She said, the mobile TV, I got him. Lord have mercy, man. Diddy had an addiction, y'all. I figured it all out. Diddy got an addiction. Diddy had an addiction to sex. Certain types of nasty, disgusting, disgraceful sex. Diddy's addiction to sex and the way he was doing it is what got him sex trafficking. Diddy became paranoid when Cassie dropped that lawsuit. Diddy would never record her on the phone like that because he would never want to be on no phone and have that type of recording out there. After the Cassie lawsuit situation, he was moving real careful now, is what Diddy was doing. But Diddy didn't know they already had him tapped. He was feeling like somebody was recording him, but he didn't know. But Diddy probably, when he seen that she was still going along, and see, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, she probably was still fucking with Diddy, right? So when Diddy probably seen, oh yeah, well, she's still fucking with me, right? She's still fucking with me, right? Is what Diddy is seeing, right? She's still fucking with me, right? When Diddy seen that, he felt comfortable. He felt comfortable, in my opinion. And that's the reason why he continued to go forward with freak offs. And I believe as we go through the rest of this day, you're going to hear just that. And everybody, go ahead and tell me thank you, because I told y'all this first. I told y'all this last week. One of them niggas ain't want to listen to me, right? I told them niggas that. Niggas ain't want to listen to me. Nigga act like I ain't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, nah, nigga. You niggas don't know what y'all talking about, nigga. I'm the best at this thing, nigga. I'm on a whole different level. I'm on a whole different level. They wiretapped that nigga. They wiretapped that nigga. Trust me, they wiretapped that nigga. Right? They wiretapped that nigga. And he thought she would be recording him. He didn't think about a wiretap. He thought she would be recording him. But I'm going to tell you where he felt comfortable with her at. He felt comfortable with her because she continued to do, and he probably tested her by having her go do things that would put her in a criminal activity with him. to see, okay, so yeah, he probably, and once he seen that she was still riding with him, she wasn't gonna snitch, because I don't believe she was gonna snitch. I think she got caught up with that nigga at that hotel. And I told you guys, I can picture in my mind what happened. I believe the feds got that nigga on that wiretap, like I told y'all last week. I believe when they found out that this nigga was still setting up freak offs, I believe that what the feds did was they said, this nigga still setting up freak offs, because they were still monitoring that nigga the whole time. The same way they was monitoring that nigga when he was locked up in the NBC jail. And I believe once they found out what he was doing, I believe they ran their ass down there, ran down on this nigga, right down there what we talking about. I believe they ran down on Diddy's hotel, and I believe they got that girl. I believe they got her and scurried her out the back. Then Diddy was out the hotel, so I think they waited for Diddy to leave the hotel so that they didn't get them together. I believe they wanted to get them apart so that there was no communication this whole time. That way, it was nothing Diddy could do to change her testimony or influence her in any kind of way. And I believe they went and jammed her up, jammed him up, and Diddy haven't talked to her the whole time. The only question is, how many wiretaps do the feds have of this nigga? That's the only question. How many wiretaps do the feds have of Diddy? That I would love to know. And ladies and gentlemen, they took a lunch break right at that. This is unbelievable stuff. And when I say unbelievable stuff, I mean unbelievable stuff, y'all. I told y'all this. You tell them niggas don't want to listen to me, nigga. I told all of y'all this. All of y'all. Cats they want to listen, act like I ain't know what I'm talking about. You niggas out y'all mind? Are y'all out y'all mind? Crazy, deranged, or insane? What the hell is wrong with y'all? When you see a king, you better trust a king, nigga. Period.
I gotta ask you, we can't say her name or the rapper name, but I gotta ask you about this woman that testified against Puffy and her baby daddy is a rapper.
Right? So, yeah, Gene was talking about that situation, right? I ain't gonna play that, but Gene was talking about the situation and basically breaking some things down, right? Right? So, man, I'm just gonna tell y'all like this, man. Bruh. Man, what else do they have on audio if this nigga's talking on phones, bro? What else do they have on this nigga, bro? Because I told you, I think the feds are holding a lot back. I don't think the feds have put out a lot of what they got. I think they holding a lot on this nigga. And I think they secretly could be investigating other people because of Diddy. That's why everybody quiet. Because they don't know. They don't know who else the feds looking at. They don't know if they said something to Diddy on one of them phones that may have put them on the feds' radar. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all this. This nigga Diddy don't got everybody hot. The whole block. With him being wild. His foolishness. You ain't got to listen to me, though. But you better. I'll be back after lunch. Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, you guys, so we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym. Work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.